Hi, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Courageously You with Martha. You are on WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network, #1 internet talk show. And I'm Martha. I'm your host. I am a little bit about me. I am a recovering attorney. I have been a mediator. I'm a certified fearless living coach and a breakthrough money coach and business coach and an abundance coach. And today I want to talk to you about abundance. What do you think about when you think of abundance? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? For most people I've asked that question to, it's money, right? It's the material wealth. That's our society. That's what comes up. And money is a part of it. Absolutely. Money is a part of an abundant life. And yet it's just a part of it. Abundance is in everything in your life. And I'm going to be teaching you over the next months, year, the rest of the year about abundance and about things to look for and what stands in your way of abundance and what blocks abundance from your life and things that you can do to increase your abundance, to increase your receptivity to abundance. Sometimes we block that. So have you ever had someone give you a compliment, whatever the compliment is, and you kind of back away from it, or you deflect it, or take the time? One of the parts of it, that's abundance. That's a part of abundance, is getting a compliment, receiving, right? You need to start to learn to receive things, small things. Compliment is a really great place to start practicing saying, thank you, I received that. I appreciate that. And when you do that, you start to open up your ability to receive and to see more abundance. So I look at it like this. If you have a door and it has a ton of windows in it, if you open one of the windows in that door, let's say it's the money window of that door of abundance, and a breeze is coming in, how much of the breeze are you going to get with just one of the small windows open? You're going to get some, of course. But what if you open the entire door and let that breeze just flow through you? All of abundance, all of that abundant energy that is in the universe. How much more would that impact your life and your being? I view abundance, I view abundance as, I'm going to make an analogy, not only to the door, because I liked the breeze thing, but I'm going to bring the analogy of a tree. The tree of abundance. And here's the thing. How does a tree grow? A tree has so many different branches and so many different leaves and so many different fruit, right? Well, mostly on one tree, it's one fruit, but that's the tree. It's got the trunk, it's got the roots. So how many branches do you have? So in the tree of abundance, you got health and wellness, right? Where do you see the abundance in your health? So if you sleep well, if you eat well, water, where is the abundance in your health and wellness? Moving. So they're areas of your life. And if there isn't, if you're not receiving abundance in an area, maybe you want to look at one or two areas and say, where would I like more abundance in that area? So let's talk more about the areas. Spirituality, right? So do you have a daily prayer or a daily meditation practice? Do you use, song bowls, right? They're over, oh, you can see them, the song bowls. Do you have crystals that give you energy? I love nature. Nature, the abundance of nature gives me huge spirituality, right? I love nature. I love trees. Trees are my gig. My kids will tell you. They make fun of me for it. It's all good. And I find abundant energy in nature. So all things are energy. Your energy, right? I'm energy in a human shape, in a human form, in a human coil, as Shakespeare said. But it's all energy. Energy moves through me. Water has energy. Plants have energy. The trees have energy. Money is energy, a branch of energy of abundance. Where do you want more abundance? Family time, family relations, relationships, in love, right? Where do you want more abundance? Where do you want that improvement in your life, upscaling where you are, that level where you are? Where is abundance showing up for you? And where is it maybe not showing up for you? Here's a secret. Lean in close. This is my secret. If your eyes are the windows to your soul, how you relate to, view, see abundance is the window to your wounds, whether they're childhood wounds, mindset wounds. It is where you're blocked. How you see abundance are areas that you're blocked. And we're going to talk about that over the next 6 months, because it is so important to know how to tend to abundance in your life and how to attract more abundance. I think we all want to have an abundant life, right? Life, business, career, money, finances, personal growth, fun. I'm big on fun and adventure. I want an abundance of fun and adventure in my life. It's a big thing for me, and it's really important to me. So that comes down to your social life, okay, your lifestyle, right? Abundance. Where is abundance and where is it missing? Giving back. Do you abundantly give back to others? Do you give to others? An abundance of happiness. What would that look like in your life? An abundance of happiness. How about travel? An abundance of travel. I'll tell you my dream in a minute. And resources. Do you have an abundance of resources? Right? Who can you call? Where can you go to get help when you need help? Can you ask for help? Those are all ways, and there's more, that abundance shows up, can show up in your life. Where is abundance in your life? Do you see it? If you don't see it, if you're like, wow, this chick is, just off, I have a challenge for you. Ready for my challenge? I always love challenges. My challenge for you is for the next 14 days. And you can email me and tell me, or you can call me or whatever. 5 gratitudes a day. Find 5 ways that your world is abundant. Find 5 signs of abundance and gratitude for that abundance on a daily basis. 5 of them. You can jot them down. You can take a note in your phone, which is what my clients sometimes do, or they keep a journal by their bed or a journal at their desk. So they do it, in the morning for the previous day. They kind of review the previous day and do it, or at night before you go to bed, or whatever it is, right? but find time to write down 5 ways you see abundance in your life, that you are grateful for abundance, that you appreciate the abundance in your life. Why do that? I'll tell you. Because your mind looks for proof of what you tell it. So if you look at a glass as it's half empty, or what the problems are going to be, that's what your brain is going to find you. That is what it is trained to look for. That's what you've told it to filter for, and that's what it filters for. It gives you evidence that you are correct. If you start to change that to finding evidence and proof of the abundance of the universe, of your world, of your life, that is what it is going to show you. That's what is going to show up. That's what you're going to see more and more and more of. How cool is that? Who doesn't want to see more abundance in their life? The first step to that is to actually train your brain to see it. And to do that, you got to look for it. You got to find it. You got to have the intention that you are going to search it out and put down at least 5 every day. I have a client, and how she keeps track that she has done it is 1 of, or 2 of, or 3 of, right? That this is the page number of this number that I'm going to do, right? It's my intent for 2 weeks to do it. So 1 of 14. For her, it's 1 of 90, right? Because I would encourage you, if you can only do 14, great. I would encourage you to go to 28, because habits are set then, right? That's how it's repeated activity. So you're going to see more abundance. That's how you see more abundance. Isn't that amazing? That you can train your brain in June, so that in July you start to see more of an abundant life. What does that give you? What does it give you to see more of an abundant life? Well, first of all, you'll see more and more of it, and that will make you feel happy and grateful and appreciative of your life. You will stop seeing as much of the negative or things that are not, right? Things that you are wanting for. And you will starts to give you more happiness. You're happy when you see abundance, when you see that energy flowing through you, when you see how much you have. And it can be in any area, right? So resources, what are your resources? Sometimes for me, it's calling a friend, and I'm grateful that a friend will get on the phone with me and chat. Or I'm grateful that the electricity is on and I have internet during my broadcast, because, it really is unfortunate when I don't. And I live in Simi Valley, California, and that wind sometimes we have disrupts my internet service. So I'm grateful every day for internet service and that it works. I am grateful for so much. I am appreciative of, having a show. I am appreciative of my children, grown children. Sorry, they're all over the age of 18. Really not supposed to call them children anymore. And I'm grateful for that. I am grateful that they are all young adults and happy young adults. I am grateful for so much in my life. Does that mean that there aren't things I still attain to? Oh, heavens no. Let me tell you my dream. Y'all want to hear my dream? Okay, I'm going to tell you my dream, whether you want to hear it or not. I want my children to be through school, out on their own, doing what they love to do, happy. If they want to be in a relationship, I want that for them. If they want to have kids, I want that for them. because I kind of do want grandkids, but I don't want to pressure them. My husband and I are going to move. We're going to go to a farm somewhere. We're going to have an acreage, a dream place somewhere. And he's going to retire or consult. And I am going to continue to work coaching abundance and spreading my love and my joy and teaching people and giving people information and educating people and just being me, because there's nobody I'd rather be. And he's going to farm because that is who he is, really. He's a computer geek, right? But his dream is to farm, to grow vegetables, to grow herbs, to grow whatever, to grow our food, maybe even make cheese. We'll see where he's going to go with it. I'm from Iowa, so being on a farm-ish, gentleman's farm, it's not going to be huge, trust me. We're getting to the age that won't work. But having a manageable hobby farm that we grow our own food, and we source other things locally. He gets to do that to his heart's content. And then really, this is his dream. I am not lying. This is his gig. He loves to cook. So his dream is that he takes it from farm to table. That means that my husband wants to cook for me. How awesome is that? That is my dream. That I get to coach, I get to work with people, I get to be me, I get to be a healer and help people heal wounds and really serve in a way that I was brought to earth to do. And he gets to work in the land and cook. How amazing is that dream? So we don't have that yet. Up until now, we have not had that. We will. It is our dream. We know where we're going. We know what we want. We know the time frame. So now, my job in bringing that level, that lifestyle of abundance into my life, which includes travel and all kinds of stuff, my job, my choice to attract that abundance is not only to believe that it for sure is going to happen, because it is my big dream. We're also going to travel a week out of the month, and that is a big dream. And it's to back it up. What do I need in order to do that? I want to be at, well, I should do it this way for you. I want to be at point B. I am now at point, I don't know, Z maybe. I don't know why I did it that way. I need to get from Z to A, from A to B, right? I need to take some steps, and there may be more steps in there, right? What does that mean? So if you look at, oh gosh, guys, you know what? I'm going to tell you what that means after our break. Don't miss it. Don't miss how I am going to do this and how you can duplicate what I am doing, not with my husband, but how you can duplicate what you want in your life as well. This is Martha Alexander. This is Courageously You with Martha. We are on the Going Solo Network. You can reach me at marthadalexander@gmail.com or at courageouslyoucoaching.com, or you can text or call me at 805-422-6865. Remember, come back, watch the commercials with me, and come right back. This is big. I'm sharing big stuff. See you in a bit. and welcome back. I'm so glad you stayed with me. So, this is Martha Davis Alexander. You are listening to Courageously You with Martha on the Going Solo Media Network. You can reach me at marthadalexander@gmail.com, at courageouslyoucoaching.com, or at 805-422-6865. I will give that to you at the end as well. All right, so we were talking about how I'm going to get from point Z to point B or C, right? How am I going to get from where I am to my dream? How I'm going to bring that life of abundance forward, how I'm manifesting an abundant lifestyle in all areas of my life, right? So let me tell you first, I'm going to back up a few steps because I've already taken steps to get where I am now. So what did I have to do for that? So I view abundance like a beautiful tree. Roots, trunk, branches, leaves, fruit. They all represent something in abundance. Well, if we start at the roots first, because really that's what, if you don't have roots, you're not growing, you're not doing anything, right? If you don't have that, it doesn't matter what else you got. You're not going to have any of it for long. When I was 7, my parents divorced in a fairly nasty divorce. There are areas where I tell way more about that. I am not going to waste your time now with that. And I feel like the vision that I got from it when I was meditating is they uprooted me from an abundant life, a life that I loved, and it was an absolute abundant, joy-filled life. They uprooted, they grabbed my roots. Some of them broke, some of them tore, some of them just died out. They put it in a pot, right? They transplanted me into a pot and they traded me back and forth. And my roots stayed in that pot and they got root bound, right? I had some root bound issues from the things that happened during that divorce. And then when I was growing, when I was in college and even afterwards in law school and practicing law, I moved in 20 years, I moved 17 times. You really have to pick up and move a lot. And I'm not saying that you have to stay in one place in order to place your roots. I just didn't. I didn't understand what I was doing, and when I got married, my husband was like, I stay in one place. I like planting my roots and being. And for the first few years, I was like, look, my pot's packed. We're ready to go. Do we really need to stay in one place? And he was we stayed. And I learned to plant my roots where I was. We stayed there for 25 years. We raised kids there. We planted our roots. And I started to look at, I had to shake my roots out. You know how you transplant a tree, you have to take it out of the pot and kind of shake some stuff out and loosen it so that it can plant, so that the roots can reach out. And really fascinating thing, if you haven't seen the latest research on trees communicate via their root system with fungi and other things under there that act as conductors. So they have a whole network system underground that trees come and they meet each other and they support each other. If a tree is not feeling well, the big mother tree, yes, they do call it a mother tree. The big mother tree sends nutrients and energy, and they join together to help the tree that's struggling. And if a tree ends up dying, it uses its last energy to ship out what it has left to the rest of the community. That is an absolutely beautiful system which is one of the reasons I love trees so much. So think about the abundance of community a tree has when it shoots out its roots, and its roots are healthy and they're connected with others, right? That's what allows a tree to grow and to grow and to grow and to grow and to produce leaves and fruit. What do you need to keep your roots healthy? Well, for me, my roots were simply not healthy from my childhood. And there are a lot of reasons. You can have a perfectly fabulous childhood and still have blocks in your roots. Just something somebody says that you internalize as a statement of you're unworthy, you're unloved, you're not enough, whatever it is, right? So those need to be looked at, healed, and allow those roots to free up, right? Just allow them to spread, to grow, to nurture those roots. Some of that is by inviting abundance into your life, by seeking abundance. That's like putting, I don't know if you guys watch, if you're watching podcasts, you probably watch other things, but if you watch plant care or something like that, you can boil banana peels in water, and you use that, you strain the banana peel out, and that has a lot of nutrients for plants. And you put that in the plant, and it sustains and it nourishes and it allows it to grow bigger, greener, faster. And that's kind of what doing the 5 gratitudes or appreciations of abundance, the 5 acknowledgments that there is abundance in your life. You can call them my 5 gratitudes. You can call them your acknowledgments. You can of gratitude, not acknowledgments, your appreciation, right? Whatever it is, what do you appreciate in your world, your life, your day, your hour, your minute around you? And what keeps you present to that, right? That nurtures those roots. That gives that the root center. Oh, we're looking for this. Let's reach out and look for this more. That nourishes your roots. Now, it's not going to get rid of blocks. And I had some serious mindset blocks. I had some survival mindset blocks from when my parents divorced. I was a strong people pleaser, and I do mean strong. I would go to bed at night literally and wonder what I had said that might have offended somebody, right? What I would replay conversations in my head. Yikes. It was torturous. And then I would also, I had that feeling if I ever won the lottery, right? If I ever won the lottery, and I buy lottery tickets on occasion, or Publishers Clearinghouse is my big one, right? If I ever won Publishers Clearinghouse. And my first thought for a really long time was, if I won all that much money, what are people going to expect of me? And how am I going to maintain my boundaries around that? And you think, well, if you win, a couple $100 million, you don't really have to worry about that. But there are taxes and there are state. I mean, there's so much to it. And I would just make myself crazy with what's going to come out of the woodwork. What are people going to think of me? How does that impact who I am? People pleaser, complete and total. Had a hard time having difficult conversations. How does that impact the receipt for abundance? I'm going to tell you, a people pleaser is blocked from abundance because they give it all away, right? They don't keep any for themselves. So I wasn't I'm not as able to receive, or I was not as able to receive the energy of abundance as I was to give it away. And I gave it away to the extent that I was exhausted, overwhelmed, resentful. And abundance can be an abundance of time, right? Time is also abundant. You're going to tell me it's infinite. I understand that. Have you ever been somewhere and time seemed to slow down? Like you all of a sudden go, oh my gosh, the time's up. I feel that way when I'm on my podcast. I check when I'm supposed to be done, and I'm always like, dang it, as I'm already done, I could go on forever. But no, they make me break, so y'all get a break from me. That was a joke. So time can slow down. So what is abundant for you? I lost my train of thought. So sorry. So making sure that for me, what I had to do as a people pleaser to remove that block, I really had to go in and remove that need to please others, to decide who I wanted to be, how I wanted to show up, and what my boundaries were, what is important to me. And that takes me to the final topic today. The best way of doing that, and this applies to your tree of abundance, which we're going to be creating over the next year together, if you join me in the journey, is your values. What are your values? Knowing what your values are. One of these things is your biggest value. Is it family? Is it fun? Just so you know, a big value for me is fun. It's really important to me to have fun in whatever I'm doing. So wherever you see me, I just want to have fun. If this podcast wasn't fun to me, I wouldn't do it. If I didn't have something to share, I wouldn't do it. So spirituality, that's important to me. What other things are important to you? That's going to help us start some of the foundation for that tree of abundance, because that helps you define who you are, where you want to go, and how you stay in alignment. Have you ever noticed that most trees are pretty much in alignment? Now, there are some trees that are really interesting. I love those trees. They had some blocks. They had some things that they had to work around. But in alignment, heart, mind, spirit, all in alignment is the way to really grow that tree of abundance. It's the way, getting rid of those blocks, getting rid of childhood trauma, getting rid of, in some cases, my clients have ancestral trauma that needs to be removed for them to move forward. There is so much abundance. And the energy of abundance and the energy of money want to play. They want to be here. They are here for us to participate in. They are here to, well, for me, to dance with. That's how I view it. And you may have a different word for how you view abundance in your life and how you want to view abundance in your life. Maybe it's a steady partner. Maybe it's the rock you sit on, right? The foundation. Maybe it's something else. I would love to hear how you view that and what that looks like for you. For me, it's a dancing partner. I want to dance with abundance. I want to dance with money. I want to partner with them, and I want to play. I want life to be joyful, and I want your life to be joyful as well. Sometimes it takes courage. It takes stepping out in faith. It takes being willing to take that first step. And I can't remember who the quote is, but Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to do it anyway, despite your fear. Let's do it anyway. Let's step out. Let's reach for abundance. Let's reach for what you want, for your dreams, for that abundance that is yours. Let's reach for it together. Join me every Thursday right here at 3 o'clock on Thursdays, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. And I'm not going through all the time zones. All right, I will. 5 o'clock Central and 4 o'clock Mountain. Join me here right on the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. You can join us on Facebook or on YouTube. But join us. This is Courageously You with Martha. And you can reach me if you want to reach me in between or you want to talk to me. You can reach me at courageouslyoucoaching.com. That's COURAGEOUSLYOUCOACHING.com or marthadalexander@gmail.com. That is marthadalexander@gmail.com. Reach out or text me on my phone, 805-422-6865. I want to hear from you. I love getting emails from you. And I want to hear what you want to know about abundance. What are you interested in abundance? I'll see you next week. Until then, bye for now.